Publisher is one of the major software contained in Microsoft 365 suite. So if you have Microsoft 365 or if you have subscribed for Microsoft 365, just know Publisher is one of the major apps that is inside the package. Okay. Alright, the first step is to open the application. I have pinned it already on my taskbar of my computer, so I can click on it and it gets open. Or better still, another way you can get to that, I'm using Windows 11, is by clicking on the search pin at the taskbar, and in the search space type Publisher. Okay, Publisher. Okay, that has brings up the app. So click on it for it to open. So when the app opens, here we are. This is the start screen. Okay, the start screen of the application. And the way Microsoft designed it, it detects the weather of the day. So this is evening. That's why it's greeting me good evening. All right. Okay, I want you to look at this start screen, the interface first. Here we have blank A4. That is if you want to design from start from blank page design. So you can choose this option. It is portrait. So this is blank A4 landscape. If you want to see more of blank pages, okay, just click on this. Some will be displayed to you. Okay, here we have templates. From here is templates. So this one there is pre-designed book, the pre-designed cover, because what Publisher is used for is for design of graphics. Sorry, I forgot to say that at the beginning. So if you want to make some changes in already pre-designed templates, you can go with this option depending on what you want to do, want to achieve. Here is another template, here is another template. If you don't want to see more of the templates, click on more templates. So this will open fully the template page. Okay. All right, down here under recent, you see some designs I made recently. They are under recent tab. Okay, so if I click on any of them, it will be opened fully. This is pinned. Maybe for example, there is a design I'm still working on. I can decide to pin it here. So if I click on here, you can see I'm not pinned anything in this pin tab. So let me return to recent. But for example, I make use of this design templates frequently. I can decide to pin it, so that anytime I open this application, I can click on it for it to open. Then I start working from there. So take for example, now I want to pin this, the one with the name YouTube Tom. So I will just right click on it and then go with the option for pin to list. If I click on this pin tab, you can see now it has appeared there. Okay, so that's by the way. So by the left here are some will I say some tabs as well. We have home, which is where we are landed to once we open the app, the home screen. We have new. For example, now let's assume I want to create a new design. I'll click on new for me to select a new page. We have open. Take for example, there is something I designed, a design I made in the past, a publisher design I made in the past, and I saved it in my computer. So I can click on this open, navigate to where I saved that design, then double click on it and it opens. Here is account, we gives you account information, feedback, options. Okay, without taking much time, let's start from blank A4 portrait page. Okay, so I'll click on that. This will open. Now this is the area I can start my design. Okay, now on top is some other major tabs in Publisher. We have file, home, insert, page design, mail links, review, view, and help. All right, so by default you are dropped on the home tab, which is the major tab. Okay, so let me say that I want to make a design here. Let's say I want to design a book cover. Okay, and that design involves text and setting up the page design. So what I will do is just to go and choose my dimension first. All right, so I'll click on page design tab, then click on size, then I can go with option page setup. All right, everything is in cm, but I want to have it in inches. So how do I change this? How do I change the measuring unit? It's simple. So I'll close this dialog box, click on file, click on options. Okay, then I'll click on advanced. So I will change it here under show measurements in units. You can select for you to change the unit. I can go with inches. If you want it to be in pixel, still choose from this option too. So but here I want to start with inches. Okay, so I'll click on okay. Okay, once that is done, I go back to size, go back to page setup. Then here it has shown me now that this is 8.11, 8 by 11. So I want to design use 6 by 9. I'll clean that and press 6, enter 6, enter 9. Okay. So these other parameters, top, left, bottom, all these parameters, I can decide to leave them the way they are, or I can change it. But it's okay, by the way. Let me just leave it from there. After changing the page setup, you click on OK. So here I have taught you now how to choose a design for yourself, change the setup from different from what is programmed on by default. Okay, so this is how you change the setup. Remember, you first click on page design, go to size, then choose the option for page setup and make the changes you want. But nevertheless, I don't like this line, so let me just go back and change the parameters to 0. So page setup, I have to insert 0 everywhere here. 0, 0, 0, and change it to 0. After that, click on OK. Okay, this has given me what I want, 6 by 9. All right. Okay, this is assigned white background by default, but I don't like this background. How do you now change the background color? So I want to give it something different. So you change the background color of your page or design. Still click on the page design tab, then go down here and go with background. Click on background. You can choose any of these, but if that does not fit into what you want to do, click on more background. Okay, now let's assume that the background picture you want to use is already saved in your computer, so you want to pick it from your computer. So go with option for pictures or texture. All right, or texture field, then click on insert tab. Now you are given the options on how you want to insert this background picture. From file means you want to insert source that picture from your system. Stock images means you want to search in the gallery of this Microsoft, of this publisher, to select any picture of your choice. Online means you want to search for picture on the internet. From icons means you want to search for it also from internet or stock images. So once you click on it, a new page will open whereby you search for icons that will stand as a background picture. Okay, but here I want to get it from my computer, so I click on from a file. So this action will now open my computer to source the picture I need. Okay, so let me go to one of my major folders. Okay, documents, let me just go here. Let's change. No, that doesn't have what I need. I'll go back. Okay, let me just stick to this section. Okay, let's assume this is what I need. Okay, then I'll double click on it. After that, I'll click on OK. You can see this background picture has now been inserted. Okay, now because I'm designing a book cover here, how do I insert text here? If I start typing here, it will not work. Okay, it will work, but it's better you create a text box. Okay, so you insert a text box on this background picture, then create what you want to create. And how to insert a text box is this. Click on insert tab. It allows you to insert objects. Okay, then look for where there is text box in this place. Okay, draw text box. I'll click on it. Then once that text box is clicked, press down the left button of your mouse and drag in any direction you want. Okay, so I'm dragging towards the right. So once you get the shape you want, though you can still adjust it later, release the project. Okay, now let's say the cover of the book I want to design is Windows 11. Windows, I know it's small, I will still change the text size actually. Windows 11 for beginners. Okay, beginners 2023. All right, so I'll select all to make the text bold. Control A. Then to make this text bold, you have selected it, you select it, then change this font size. Click here. You can choose 72 or something different, or better still, you can just type any value you want, any value of your choice. 65. Let me go with 65. Okay, though it's showing me here that the font is too big, that's why this red stuff by the side. So let me just drag down. See, so to make text bold, just select the text from here. Control Alt if I press Control A, as we've selected, then I'm already on the home tab, as you can see. So click on home, then click on bold. It has changed this. So for me to change the font of this, click on the font command section. Then let me select something like that. So then let me reduce this font to 55 and see the result I get. Windows 11. Okay, let's go for 15. Sorry, 15 for beginners. Okay, I think I have to take this down. I think that's what I need, man. Windows 11 for beginners. So Control O. Then if I want to change this font color, by default black is assigned. Then I'll click on this spot, that's font color section. I'll select white. I think white will be cool. Okay, all right, so let's say this is what I need. Let me just change the positioning, that's alignment. Go for center alignment. Okay, so this, okay, go back here. All right, so this is just a simple design, Windows 11 for beginners. Now on the assumption that I have finished this design, how do I save it? To save this design, click on the File tab, click on Save As, select Browse, then select any folder in your computer where you want to save this file. Let's say I want to save it in Documents folder. I'll click on Documents. So EMB, the name assigned to this is automatic by default is Publication 1. So I can now click here erase this name and then change it to something else. Let's say Windows 11 design. Yeah. Now you have given the file a name. By default, save as type. The type of format, the format selected for every publisher file is publisher files. That's the name given to it. But take for example, now you don't want to save this in this format. You just want to save this photo as JPEG. This design as JPEG or PNG. It's possible. Just click under this save as type. Click this drop down. Then select. You can even save it as PDF. But now let's assume we want to save as JPEG. All right, or PNG. Okay, let's say JPEG. So click on that, then hit the save button. Now we have saved this file in our computer. Okay, if we want to source it, to get to it, this file we just saved now, click on File Explorer of your computer for it to open the File Explorer app. Then if you can remember, we saved this under documents folder. So click on documents. What name did we give it? Windows 11 design. You can see it here. So if we double click on this file we just saved now, it will open. So let's hold on a little for it to open. All right, it's coming up, so it will finally show up. So you can see Windows 11 for beginner. This is just a simple design we made using the publisher. Okay, so we are going to go into something else that you need to know on publisher app. So let's return to the page again. So here I am on the page again. So where we start before. Okay, what if you want to insert a picture, not a background here now? Want to insert a picture in any part of this design? How do you go about it? Okay, it's simple. Click on Insert tab. Okay, click on Pictures. Then this has opened the File Explorer section of my computer. So I have to search for the picture I want to have there. Let's say I want to have these are just the pictures I downloaded some time ago. So let's say I want to have this there, so I will double click on it. All right, the picture has been inserted in this design, so I will adjust it to any part I want to have it. Then I can expand it to be bigger. Okay, so I'll expand it to be bigger. This is just for illustration purpose anyway. So if it's a redesign, I know what to do. I know the kind of picture I will place here. Okay, let's say I want to crop this picture. How do I go about it? Just click on it for it to be selected. Then click on the picture format tool. It will appear on top once you select the picture. All right. Then crop is one of the tools under picture format. Okay. Then I can drag to any length I want to have it. After that, I'll release the pressure when I get to the level I want to. So this picture has been cropped, so I will click out for it to be cropped fully. So I reposition it the way I want it. Let me undo to option. So I reposition it the way I want it. Okay, let's just stop here so that we can do other things. So that is that. So all right, if for example you want to maybe have this picture over this text. Okay, so you can see this picture. Let me illustrate something here. Has covered this text. Okay, and maybe you want the picture to be above, um maybe you want the text to be above this picture now. So what you do is just to click on the text box. Okay, this is our text box, and then it is selected. Once you locate it and click on it, the text box is selected. Then on top you will see some commands, and one of them is bring forward. You can go with the bring forward. You can see now the text has come up and it's on top of the image. Okay, now remember we have saved this file before, so because we have added more objects on it, you can decide to save again so that you don't lose what you have added. So all you need just to click on this save icon. This is the save icon, position at the top left. Okay, click on it. Okay, go back. I don't need to resave again. Just click on it. It's because we didn't save in publisher format, so it will like us to save again. But at the end, you can decide to go through the same process of saving it in JPG again. Okay, JPEG or PNG. All right, that's by the way. Okay, let's get on how to insert some images. Sorry, how to insert some objects in this our design here in this page. Well, how for you to insert objects, go back to the insert tab. Okay, let's say the object we want to insert here is a shape. So click on the shapes command. Then okay, let's say I want to use the shape rectangle bevel. So I'll click on it. Then take my cursor to the page, the design section. Press down the left button of your mouse and drag in y direction. Yeah. Okay, so when you get the design you want, then release the pressure on the button. Okay, now you can see we have something cool here. All right, let's say I want to write something on this image. I want to have a text on it. For you to do that, go back to the insert tab again, then click on where is text box, draw text box. Text box always allow you to introduce text on your design. So I will drag maybe towards the right again. Okay, it's getting too much. Just carefully drag, then I release the pressure. Okay, let's say I want to have something like a user guide. I'll start typing to make you better in Windows 11 computer. Okay, then to select all, Ctrl A on your computer keyboard. Then you can change the font type here. Click on the drop down. Okay, let's say I want to get to Times New Roman, so type Times New Roman. Okay, that's what I need. All right, so it can show up. I'll select it. Then the font size you change it maybe here to 38. Let's see how we get it. Okay, it's too big, so let's say 20. Okay, it's better they do it small, so let me increase to 25. Okay, so that is that. So we have gotten something better, but this Windows is got to some extent. So okay, let's see PC. laptop. Okay, let's say laptop. If it's shorter, laptop. Okay, it's shorter. So we have a good and beautiful design here. So we have Windows 11 for beginners, a guide to make you better in Windows 11 laptop. So that's cool design. All right. But remember, always save your work by hitting the save button and then continue with your other design. So these are just simple steps you need to take to design some things. Remember, in the home tab contains some designs you can use for formatting. You see bold, you see italics, underlines, superscript, and the rest. Okay, subscripts and the superscript, and the rest of them. It still has the text box in the home tab. We have shape, we have pictures. So these are just simple design. Okay, I would like us to go back to templates. So let's go and design from a template. And for you to do that, let's click on the files tab. We don't need to close this. Then these are some templates. So I want to have a look at the gallery of templates here. So click on more templates. Then you can see some templates here. We say modern cookbook. This one, thank you card. This one, milestone birthday poster. Thank you of your cards. So taking off your cards. Okay, so this is address book design and a lot of them. So where do we start from here? Which one do we experiment with? Okay, let me go with one of them. All right, so let's experiment with this milestone birthday poster. So I'll click on it. Okay, for it to open. After it has opened to this page, we hold on, then click on this button, create. All right, so it will open a new page for us to continue with this design. You can see, okay, this says happiest 60th birthday mom. Okay, I can redesign this. Let's say happy, let's say 30th birthday. That's the work of template. It makes the job easy for you. Okay, let's say love. Let's say I'm designing this for my lover. All right, happy 30th birthday love. Here I can edit this, love all of us. Let's say I say from, I'll erase this. I say from smart. Okay, or from Godwin Tech, or let's say Godwin Tech. Okay, so templates allows us, give us a good enough background for us to start what we want to design. Okay, as you can see, just few words I changed here. From Godwin Tech. All right, happy 30th birthday love. Okay, after designing from a template, the next step you need to take is to save your work. And for you to save your work, the same step, click on file, click on save as, click on browse, then click on any folder you want to save it in. Let's say these are the major folders. So let's say I want to save in pictures. I'll click on picture folder. Then I'll give it a name. Let's say birthday love. Okay, anything. Birthday love. So okay with that, just any name. So here the save as type, that's the file tab, the format tab, the format you want to save the file. Let me go with the publisher files here. Remember the first one I chose JPEG, so hit the save button. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you.